I've organized my home more times than I can count. And if I had to start all over again tomorrow, these are the systems I'd set up again. These actually stuck. So I'm going to walk you through this room by room, and I'm also share with you things I wouldn't bother with again. Let's start with under the bathroom sink. Many times people buy random bins, shove things under the sink, and then you have pipes, and pipes block things. Things fall over. I stopped thinking in bins and I started thinking vertically. Tall drawers that work around the pipes to use all of my space and be able to access things easily without them falling over. One of the mistakes a lot of people make under the sink is buying shallow bins that doesn't use all of their space and don't account for plumbing, right? We want to use all our height and use all the space around plumbing. I personally like tall drawers that stack and slide so I can put things back where they're supposed to go and I can use all of my space. Here's another area in our bathroom, and that is our bathroom drawers. A lot of times our drawers turn into junk drawers. I mean, things slide all over the place. What finally worked for me were stackable and sliding bins that were different sizes. I love it because I'm able to use all of my space. I can find what I'm looking for, and it creates zones, daily items versus backups. One thing that I found that did not work for me were fixed organizers. Sometimes fixed organizers just do not work in this area because sometimes your needs change and you may need more or less. But I love the stackable and sliding because I'm able to use all of my space and I can switch out whenever I need to. And it just makes my space more usable and more flexible. Closet and dresser drawers is another area. And folded clothes can get messy. A lot of times, even unfolded clothes can get messy, especially when drawers are not divided. One system that has worked for me, and I use it for my drawers, my kids' drawers, for folded and unfolded clothes, are adjustable dividers. These are simple dividers, but it gives everything a lane. And you can even get ones with dividers so you can adjust each section and add section or remove sections as well. And one thing I will say with clothes, sometimes over dividing or even over folding sometimes just makes it more stressful for ourselves. It makes it much harder to maintain. So I definitely like having the ability to either open up drawers, make them bigger or need to. Sometimes I don't fold, like things like my shorts and things. I have like yoga shorts and I just throw them in there. I don't fold them. But I love the dividers and they expand. You can make spaces bigger and they work perfectly. So speaking of drawers for our clothes, let's look at closets. A lot of times with our closets, we have a lot of unused space and it just doesn't flow and function. Things are dumped on the floor. Things are dumped in a corner. Sometimes you don't feel like hanging things up. The system that has worked really great, especially like in my son's closet, having a space for your shoes to get them off the floor. First and foremost, get the shoes off the floor. Get them up, use that vertical space. I really like this wood shoe cabinet because it gives you an extra layer of storage, unlike some of like the wire ones and things. You can use not only your 3 level of shelves, but you can use that top level as well to store even more shoes or hats or boxes or whatever you need to. I love the extra storage and it's durable. It lasts a long time and it makes your closet more nicer versus the wire ones. But the shoes off the floor is the first thing. The second thing is if you need some shelves in your closet and you don't have one, you can always get a hanging shelf organizer that also has additional hanging space at the bottom. This has been amazing in our household because I get that hanging space back and I also get shelves because sometimes we just don't feel like hanging everything. If you want to fold some sweatshirts or fold some jeans, fold things and stick them in the shelves, it just makes life so much simpler. It's easy to put up. You don't have to worry about building anything or having somebody contract out to redo your closet. It's just an easy fix and a great system to have in place for closets. Now, if you have little girls or grandkids or kids with a lot of hair accessories, or maybe you have a lot of hair accessories, I have found that when you have the little pieces, they can get lost. If you have them in drawers or dressers or sometimes stationary, they just kind of get lost and get everywhere. I have found that having a tiered bin where I can put everything. So things are not some in the bathroom, some in the bedroom. They're just all in this one bin has been amazing. It's functional. It has a ton of storage. It's adjustable as well. And it's portable. So, if you're in the bathroom, if you're in the bedroom, you can just take it from space to space. If you're doing it here in the kitchen or your bedroom, the kids' bedroom. It's just, I love the functionality of it, and that is portable as well. You don't have to do no digging. You can keep everything in one space together and easily grab it when you need to. Let's move on to kids' bathrooms. And let's address this problem of bath toys. Bath toys can be a really big problem child because they can get moldy when they cannot dry. What you want to have in place for bath toys is a system that allows a lot of ventilation and a lot of storage so that toys can air out and dry and water can drain. One mistake that I've done in the past, and I have learned from that mistake, is buying cloth containers and even closed bins. The one thing that have worked and has worked amazing are metal storage containers that are huge. They can store a lot of toys in them. They're well ventilated. Metal is durable. It lasts a long time as well. And so far, we have not had any issues. It's just been the biggest and best game changer for addressing bath toys and helping us with that system of cutting down old and letting toys just dry out. Now, when you need more storage, one thing you can do are stackable bins. A lot of times you go buy flimsy bins that don't look good, they don't last, or they don't hold much. But when you want extra storage for your kitchens, for your bathrooms, your closets, your laundry room, and you kind of want a cabinet lookalike that can store as much as a cabinet, these large storage bins can be amazing. I literally have them in 4 rooms in my home. They are stackable. They have doors so you can close them so you don't have to worry about people seeing what's in them. So if you want to keep extra kitchen appliances in them, snacks, pantry items, clothes, jeans, toys, organizers, decor, whatever you would like to keep in these are amazing because the quality is there, easy to put up, they're easy to take down, they have wheels so you can roll them, and they're durable. So these are some that I absolutely recommend when you need more storage. Maybe you don't feel like building a cabinet or having somebody come build you one. You can just pop these up and put these everywhere, because I have some in my closet for holding extra clothes. I have some right over there in the hallway holding organizers. I have some downstairs holding decor. They're just amazing. I want to talk about something that has been a problem child for me for years, and that is mail. Yes, paper clutter is real, and I'm sure you know. I have used a ton of different systems in my home. Paper clutter can easily build up because there's no temporary home. A system that has worked so far so well for me is a hidden but accessible drop zone. And that is a basket with a lid that can hold my mail, that can store it. I can literally, it's on my counter or on the table, but it's hidden, right? So I can easily grab it when I need to. We can easily throw mail in there. But the mistake a lot of times is leaving mail on our counters and our tables, and not having a drop zone. And even if you do have a drop zone, the drop zone looks extremely messy. The thing that has worked and is so great for helping to overcome this problem is a lidded basket. So everything can go right in there. It's still easy accessible, and I can grab my mail when I need to. Okay, let's go to some things in the kitchen. Now, our silverware drawer can sometimes look pristine. Sometimes it can look a disaster. I just want to say, when it comes to our kitchen, I feel like every ounce of space matters, whether you have a large kitchen or a small kitchen. Okay, I've had so many kitchens, and I can tell you, no matter what house I lived in, every inch of space matters. Now, my silverware drawer, I have found that using 2-tiered system that's adjustable as well and helping me to maximize my space has been the best system in place of all my homes. If y'all have hung with me here on YouTube, you know I've organized every home, every kitchen drawer. But let me tell you, nothing has compared to being able to maximize my space and having a 2-tiered silverware drawer that's adjustable. It's game changing. And it's just a system that helps you to, again, use all of that space. If you need more space for straws, more space for kitchen utensils, this is something that you can use what you have, but it's adjustable and it helps you to maximize all that space. Another area in the kitchen that has been hard for me to figure out has been my freezer. The freezer a lot of times can become a mess. Food get expired, food get forgotten about because it's all stacked in there, or you can't really stack it like you want to because it's just bags of frozen fruit or veggies or whatever. I have found that using multi-purpose bins helps to use all of your freezer space, no matter if you have a vertical freezer or if you have a lower pull-out freezer. They're amazing because you can create zones, you can stack things and organize things together. You can put tons of bags in these without sacrificing your freezer space. So you can put like all veggies together, all breakfast foods together, however you want to do. But I love, love, love using multi-purpose bins in my freezer. And I literally would do this in every home if I ever move again. But yeah, such a great system to have in place for your freezers, again, because you can fit so much in there and use all of that space. Now, as a mom of two, I gotta talk on this and hit on this, and hopefully this can help some moms and grandparents as well, or if you have kids or you keep kids, and that is toys. Okay, toys is usually always a problem child. I mean, it really is. But let me tell you some things that I've incorporated and I will do again and again and has worked great. And that is some toys, I'm going to say this for speaking for a household. Some toys stay stationary. Some toys kids like to take from room to room, you know? So whether if we're in here in the kitchen, the living room, the basement, the playroom. So having some toys in portable containers has been extremely helpful for us. I have magnet tiles, I have play animals, we have Play-Doh, a train set that they can make a train station from the train tracks. And a lot of times, like if a Saturday morning they're in the office or they may come to the bedroom and they want something to do, just go grab the bag of magnet tiles, right? Go grab your train set, go grab your animals, which has worked awesome. And then another thing that has worked great too is having like bins, just open bins, some with lids, some without lids. The ones I have with lids are things like Play-Doh, you know, because we can keep the lid on there. We can play inside the bin too with the Play-Doh and put it back. Open multi-purpose bins are great just for throwing toys in. Let me tell y'all something. Kids don't keep stuff organized. If you ain't learned that, just wait for it, okay? Because if you got little babies, just not, they're not going to keep stuff organized. Now, my kids, I will say this, have done a great job of organizing because we've had systems in place since they were born, okay? Maybe I can do a whole video on how they operate because there's some really cool little kids. I mean, you know, we had to get them there, but they will put stuff back and, you know, for the most part, really, really, really organized kids. But at the end of the day, what makes life easy for everybody, because sometimes even if you need to do a quick clean, big multi-purpose bins, you can throw things in, throw trucks in, throw whatever you need to throw in and get the stuff off the floor, or they can do it as well too, because again, we teach them to clean up, right? Now, I would say a mistake that most parents make is just having like a huge bin for toys. I've done this myself, okay? It was a lesson learned. Like really big tubs for toys, because what'll happen is when they're looking for a toy, right, they're going to go grab that big old bin, like this really big bin, pour it all out. Yeah, they'll just pour it out because they're trying to find that one toy. So the solution to that for us has definitely been smaller bins, clear bins. Like I said, we have clear bags for things, for certain items, also clear bins for toys, because I cannot tell y'all how many times I just want this. I'm looking for this. Mommy, can you help me find this? It's like, there's one little toy. They don't want to play with nothing else. They have one little toy. So those have been helpful too. And the different spaces where you can see in it, not too much in a container, but enough, right? That's kind of like the middle ground. But that system has so far been working. We have cabinets of toys that has stayed organized. Now, listen, if I open them up, there's going to be toys everywhere. But they're in organizers, okay? You're not going to open the space up and a whole mess will fall out. No, they're all in an organizer and they have held up, and I'm happy about that. So far, so good. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. And if you did, definitely give me that thumbs up and drop me a comment and let me know too, you guys. I don't really know what's going on with the algorithm if you get my videos. So if you are, definitely comment to let the algorithm know you're enjoying my videos. Subscribe also if you have not. Let me know if there's something in particular you guys like to see, want to see. I appreciate y'all tuning in. And if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to go check out my previous video as well that I will link here. I'm sure you're going to find this helpful too.